Hey everyone. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how do you actually set up some of your marketing for your cryptocurrency project. Okay, so there's a lot of people, they just simply go right to hiring a marketing agency and they go that direction, and that could be great. It really depends on where you're kind of at in your situation, the funds that you have available. And I'll just be honest, there's a lot of agencies out there that do what I call magic bullets. Let me describe what that is, okay? So the marketing agencies will charge a lot of money in a lot of instances, and if they deliver great value, then it's worth it, okay? However, there's a lot of people out there that will just charge you tens of thousands of dollars, and they do what I call magic bullets, okay? What that means is they're gonna spend a lot of money very quickly on one-off events. And after that, you might have a great result in the beginning, but it won't be very long before all the wheels start to fall off the bus. And then what you'll come to find out is you're left with no money and nothing to operate off of, and then your project will go down to zero, okay? It becomes a very rough situation. Now, let's talk about how you as a founder can avoid some of those pains and maybe take the control of your marketing in your hands, while also leveraging these insights when you're interviewing marketers to make sure that they're a fit for your project, okay? Step number one will be making sure that you understand your target market, okay? What that means is you're gonna look at the type of project you have and deeply understand who you should be marketing that to. For example, marketing a play-to-earn game is much different than marketing a farming project, okay? These are two different types of audiences. These are two different types of investors that would buy into something like this, and as such, we have to speak differently to those specific types of investors. If we're not, then our marketing and all of our reach becomes very broad, and as such, we're wasting a lot of money. And I'll give you a great example. Let's say you're gonna spend $100,000 to be in front of, let's say 100,000 people, okay? $1 per person that you're gonna be in front of. However, only 100 of those people will be a fit for what you're talking about, okay? So you're gonna spend a ton of money and you're gonna have very little value. However, if we can begin to get very refined on who we're targeting towards, for example, does that person that we're going to speak to, and this is where we come to our avatar, you're going to define an imaginary person. You're going to say where they live. You're going to say their age. You're going to put a name to them. You're going to talk about the pain points that they have, within their current investments. For example, what are the things that they're looking for as an investor? What are the websites they're going to as an investor? What are the different channels that they follow as an investor? Okay. You're going to be identifying all this as you do your research, okay? Now from that, only that, we begin to leverage your marketing dollars, okay? Now here's the difference. What I explained in the beginning would be spending a lot of money to be in front of a very select few of people that it would be relevant to. The other direction I just described, getting so granular and so finite in who you're communicating to, look at what that will enable you to do. That will enable you to be on the exact websites that they're on, the exact influencers that they follow, and the exact messaging that you're going to put out there revolves around those pain points, okay? For example, if I'm going to build a platform that will help people find legitimate investments, then one of my pain points might be for that avatar, hey, you're spending a lot of time, a lot of energy just looking for something legitimate in this space. And now we can come forth with a message that communicates, hey, this is how we help you, here's how we save you time, here's how we save you effort, and here's how we can make you more money by putting those legitimate investments in front of you using our platform. Okay, so that's a way of identifying a pain point and then leveraging those pain points in your marketing. And then what would come the next steps would be making sure that all of that messaging is in that type of a marketing outreach channel where those investors are. Okay, so we're not going to be very broad, we're going to be very targeted. And as such, look at what we're going to get for our money. So we're going to get a lot more ROI for our money now because we're far more targeted, right? We're not trying to be so broad. Okay, and you might have some in your marketing strategy that requires a more broad hype type reach, okay? There is some of that. Well, you'll have to do some of that to generate the energy and the enthusiasm. Hey, we booked this very popular person. They might have to leverage some of that, but you don't want all of your marketing to be that. I see that as a major mistake, okay? So if you don't have a target avatar defined right now, if you don't have a target market defined right now, if you haven't defined pain points, you haven't defined websites that avatar visits, if you don't have that, then you're going to be in for a world of hurt when you're going in for your marketing, okay? Now I'm going to describe another key point that's very important to keep in mind, and that's your KPIs. So a KPI is a key performance indicator, okay? This is a specific result that we're looking to target. For example, with my company, I have a number of booked strategy calls per week that I want to hit my marketing, okay? That's an actual number, it's a target. Let's say the target is 10. So within a week, I want to have 10 strategy calls, all right? Now, all of the marketing that I'm going to do is going to help me achieve those KPIs and nothing else. Okay, and I find another mistake is, first of all, not identifying KPIs for your project, and second of all, not aligning all of your spend around actually driving a result that you can measure. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about in marketing today. And I feel all too often people go the very broad route. They don't do some of the work in front that should be that is actually required to have a great result. And as such, they end up spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with a bunch of waste. So I hope with this quick video, I've given you some key insights that you can leverage to help you be a more effective marketer in Web3. Thanks a lot and take care.